Hello, Dylan here, and I had a video scheduled for today. I hope I can get this up for a first reaction video to Puella Mag Mag Madoka Magica. I can't say the beginning part of it, but I had a first reaction video for that plan today, but Sony decided to screw with me because I had a little bit of music playing during a fight scene. And instead of it being like, blocked so I can just like take it down, or I can just like just edit a bit out and just re-upload it. No, they just removed it themselves and gave me a strike, which is kind of bullshit. And yeah, I'm slightly salty about it because it was music during important fight scenes that were happening. The only thing I could have done for that was lower the audio even more. But like I said, they're important scenes. Okay, but instead of just having that out, by the time it was being released, I have already finished it, including the third movie, Rebellion, I think. So I decided to instead just do like a small video about my experience, I guess, watching it, about what I thought of it. Not really a review, just what I thought of it. And of course, this will obviously contain the spoilers if you haven't seen it or seen it all the way. So just warning ahead of time for that. The one thing I can say about this anime is that it messes with your head by the end, especially the third movie. It messes with your head so much. But for me, I was still able to follow along the story. There's a lot of stuff I really liked about it. The visuals, I just love how the visuals can go from like just like normal anime visuals to what the hell is going on visuals. Considering it was Shaft that made this, you gotta mention those Shaft head tilts and all the random animation moments, which is basically their staple with a lot of stuff. Like this one, Monogatari, I think Nisekoi as well were like that. They had a head tilts and these random animated moments that kind of just come out of nowhere, like the different like kind of like different camera angles that happen and such. People who've seen Monogatari or Nisekoi know what this is, what this kind of what I'm talking about with the animation. Well, that first statement I made is basically all I really would have to say about it, but there's more to it because the third movie, some people may not like how the third movie ended because it wasn't a happy ending at all. Not even close to a happy ending, but it was basically the end of Madoka's story. Madoka herself, even though you don't see Madoka as much in it. I mean, you still see her in there, but she's not like the main for that one, despite having her name in the title. Actually, I should say her name right. Madoka is apparently how you say it, not Madoka. It's Madoka. But the way the third movie ended, I really loved how it. I just really loved how it ended. But that's the thing about me. I just prefer if a series has an unhappy ending, because I've seen like a lot of happy endings with a lot of just not just anime but just not just shows in general, that I kind of need those like the end of Game of Thrones season 1 kind of thing, kind of bullshit to throw at you at the very end. And the third movie, oh, it did exactly that. And I'm actually really happy it did. What was I pissed off at first? Yes, but then I realized that was kind of the point of an unhappy ending, is that it's supposed to make you mad, because it also tells you about life. It's not that life, it can be like that. It can throw you in the wrong direction, like say amusing company moving a video. Sorry, I should leave that at the beginning. That whole saltiness at the beginning. Some other things I like about it is that the fact that the the opening theme, it gives off a completely different vibe compared to like what is happening in the anime. At least after like episode like 2 or 3, because it kind of gives you that false sense of security with the opening in the beginning, but then that opening stays like that throughout the entire thing. But you know what the anime actually is about, what actually happens in the anime. That is what where you see the cheerful opening. I mean, Madoka's crying in it, but it's so like bright, cheerful, when the actual anime is like dark and try to say moody, I guess. Like it gives a completely different vibe. And I just really like that. It gives you like this false sense of security, and the fact that this is an original anime. That kind of blew my mind. That is an original anime that Shaft made. I think it was. Yeah, Shaft. It's just the icing on the cake, because I want more anime like this, honestly. What I find crazy about this is that when it comes to these kind of genres like magical girls or idol girl genres, like extremely feminine or, that kind of, I don't know how to really describe it, but those kind of anime, I prefer to watch them if there's like something more to them. Like for this one, it was magical girls, but it was something darker with the story. And for idol girls, it was the fact that the one that I watched, the fact that they were zombies, aka Zombieland Saga, was the one I actually watched for as the only idol girl anime that I've ever watched was Zombieland Saga, but that was because it had that extra like not motive, extra thing to get me to watch it. God, I can't wait for that second season to come out. And the fact that that's also an original anime at the same time, I just really enjoy it. So I think, yeah, this has got to be one of my favorite psychological anime. I think my previous favorite was Serial Experiments Lane, but the reason I like this one more is because you can follow the story a bit better than with Serial Experiments Lane, where that one, it seems like it's a bit all over the place, but it's still very like mindfucky, that kind of thing. So they're both like they're both great anime, but I just think this one is better because it's easier to follow in a sense than Serial Experiments Lane, because I didn't get what was technically happening in Serial Experiments Lane until like the very end, when it's like when it all finally clicked of what was happening the whole time. I think I gave this like a 4.5 out of 5 on Anime Planet. This one, the Madoka Magica. Oh, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, subscribe to join this guild I'm trying to build here on YouTube, and I hope to see you next time.